Hello everyone. Today we are going to change the driver's side rear wheel bearing on a 2008 Toyota Yaris. Should be the same for the driver's side and the passenger side as they are the same part number. So let's get to it. All right, I apologize for the running water. We are currently flushing out a drain here. First order of business is to get this hubcap off. And just rip it off of there. And we'll jack the car up and get the Ford lug nuts off. All right, we need to get the brake drum off of here, and it's just kind of stuck on a little bit. The e-brake is disconnected on the car, so I can't stop it. Of course, we don't want to do that anyway. All right, so there's 4 bolts. There's one hiding there, one hiding back there, there, and there. Those all have to come off to get the hub off. That's going to be a 9/16, as you can see, 14 millimeter. Get that off. After struggling a bit, we got the old wheel bearing out. It was rusted to the backer plate for the drum brakes, and it was rusted to the swing arm. Unfortunately, when I tried to loosen the brake line from the rubber line to the wheel cylinder, it broke. Not a big surprise being in Michigan with 412,000 miles on it. We're going to run down to the auto parts store and find a chunk of brake line to go from there to here and put everything back together. I am going to set the bearing back up on the car with the backer plate so we can at least get that portion started. You will notice our new bearing has an ABS sensor on it. That's the only way it's available. I don't know why, but it is. Our old one was definitely bad since the back was all rusted out. And it just spins and kind of gets locked up on its own. And it only fits one way. The large portion goes up top, small portion goes on the bottom. All right, new brake line is in. Yeah, I know it goes up and back down again. Couldn't find anything shorter than 20 inches. 12 inches was too short. And unfortunately, we were forced to go with that. Luckily, our wheels are stock and don't sit back too far and should work. It only took like 4 or 5 tries of bleeding the brakes by myself to get the bleeder to stop leaking. I had to actually pull it out completely and clean it up and put it back on. I'm gonna throw the tire on the car and take it for a drive and see how the brakes are. All right, a few days later, we're home. We drove the Yaris home with the new wheel bearing. Turns out the passenger side was also bad. The driver's side was just so shot and making so much noise I couldn't hear the passenger side. So I took it into my buddy's shop, as you can see here. And then we did the passenger side CV shaft that needed to be done, the front brake rotors. We found out one of the slide pins was froze on the passenger caliper bracket, so we fixed that and put new pads in. Car drives like a whole new car now. I think the only wheel bearing that's not been changed on this car is the passenger front, and that one might be going out now, but who knows. Like I said, we've got 413,000 miles on this car now, and you know, it's a project car. Haven't picked out a name for it yet. We don't know if it's going to be the Yaris, since we are in the country. It's going to get a roof rack and camouflage paint maybe, or something in the future. We just got to fix the rust in the back still. And that window is kind of screwed up how they put it in. So fix that up, get some bed liner down here on the rockers, and get everything sealed up. Still need an alignment done. Fortunately, didn't have time to do that the other day at my buddy's shop. Hopefully this week we'll get that done and it should be good to go. I actually took it on a 4.5 hour road trip just after doing that left rear wheel bearing, and we pulled 35 miles to the gallon on a lifted Prius, or lifted Yaris, not a Prius. That's the Prius. That's lifted too. So yeah, so if you guys stayed along to this point, thank you very much for watching the video. Will be more videos of stuff to fix on the Yaris as we go along. Stay tuned for the Black Pearl there, our newest acquisition of a project vehicle. The ladder's going to be a deer blind in the trees back there. And we'll have an update on that old Chrysler Imperial that we took a video of about a year ago. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments down below. And we'll see you soon. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe. And thank you for watching.